The events take place in a small chapel at the edge of a mountain. Do you really have to go? Yes. You've been gone for 10 years. Do you really think the dancing sword school you trained at still exists? Asked him one of the 4 poison demons. Sohun. As my brother said, your school probably doesn't exist anymore. Those on the dark path would have already been dealt with. His brother added, it's probably as you say. Sohun answered, in that case, why do you want to go back there? They took me in as an orphan. And I spent 14 years there. I want to pay them back for their kindness. Because of a grudge, if there is one of the demons answered him. Didn't I tell you that your martial arts are still flawed? And you're going to take revenge? As the master says, my martial arts training is still incomplete. However, is an apprentice of the poison demon and the immortal healer someone to be afraid of? We knew this day would come. Let's let him go. They gave him 2 blades that could help him on his arduous journey. But Sohun didn't want to take them because they belonged to one of the masters. Take them. I have no use for them. But you will need them. Following the example of one of the brothers, the other also decided to give his weapons. Take this ash fan. It will help you in your wanderings. Then they began to advise the young warrior so that he would not die on the journey. On this dangerous path, even the strong can die. We're in the mind that one must always be cautious and act for certain. Sohun said of course he would do their will. Then go. We won't say goodbye to you. We'd rather hear the news about you, which, together with glory, will spread all over Jianghu. The young man thanked his mentors and went on his way. The young warrior had already come to the western Darklands and reached the Moon Disk Pavilion. He remembered that the dancing sword school was here. He saw the inn that had been there when he was a boy. And he thought, is this the only place left? To find out, he went there. It was exactly the same inside. Everyone in the place was staring at him. But Sohun didn't pay any attention to them and just sat down at the table. Welcome. What can I get you? Sohun recognized Dogon's voice. He was sure his name was Dogon. 1 chicken noodle soup. The young man ordered it. Okay, it will be done, said the waiter. Judging by his clothes, he's not from around here. There seems to be a fight coming up. I hope it happens outside. As soon as the waiter left, the customers started pestering him. You wear the sword and sheath in black. Do you know what that means? Black means challenge. I didn't mean anything by it. I only have 1 set of clothes, don't mind me, please. You knew the meaning of black and yet you came dressed like this? What do you want here? I came back here after many years because this is my hometown. I don't have a special purpose. Sohun said, is this your hometown? I don't remember seeing your face. Where did you live? One of the visitors asked. Right across the street from this hotel. Haha, so what are you, a whorehouse? You wouldn't know it. What a brat. Daring to show off. One of the guests said mockingly, it may be a brothel now. But it used to be a dancing crescent sword school. The bandits began to make fun of the school Sohun attended. Do you know about the dancing sword school? The boy asked in amazement. Of course I do. It's not that I know. I started to miss them as soon as the conversation started. Great. In that case, I'll buy you a drink. The man didn't expect to be offered a drink, so he asked with a surprised face. Are you going to buy me a drink? Sohun asked his host for a bottle of good wine, and in the meantime, the warrior sat down at his table. Where did you come from? It seems that you are a student of some great school. The warrior asked. I don't have a school. And I'm not connected to any place. After these words, the man who sat down with Sohun thought, if he doesn't have a school or patrons, then he is just a wanderer. That's great. Dagon, where have you been? Bring me a drink. The waiter brought a bottle, and as he poured the wine, Sohun said, think of it as payment for your stories. You say, payment for your stories. What do you want to hear? You want to hear about the dancing sword school? What business is it of yours? Weren't they famous enough on the Western Dark Road? I'm curious to know where and how they disappeared. Just curiosity. From what you know, you must really be from there. The Dancing Crescent Sword School. I haven't heard that name in a long time. You know anything about the Bloody Vortex clan? 10 years ago, they encroached on the school of the Dancing Sword. You know that the women there were beauties. The power is in the hands of the clan now, but it wasn't like that before. The Dancing Sword tried to avoid direct confrontation. However, the Bloody Whirlwind came up with a reason to attack them. They poisoned his own subordinate and blamed it on the Dancing Sword School. So the battle began. And the Crescent Sword School was eventually defeated. And what of the students? Did they all die? No. The clan leader took the women he liked. Although, no one knows what happens to them now. After he told the story, he felt a strange sensation. He realized that being at the same table with the young warrior was not a good idea. He wanted to be up already, but Sohan asked, "Are you of the Blood Fountain clan?" The brigand answered with a frightened face, "No, I am not, nor are my brothers anywhere." These words were heard by his brothers and said, "Brother! What are you saying? How can we stand by while this bastard provokes us?" And one of the brothers said, "I know something about the school of the Dancing Sword. You know the girl whose name was Diane? She was away on business that day, so she wasn't involved in the battle. Thanks to that, my brothers and I were able to take Diane away to a more secluded place." The older brother told the younger ones to stop talking, and that he would tell them everything at home. While the brothers were sorting things out among themselves, Sohan talked. Duan. She was as beautiful as the light of the sun. Hearing what Sohan said, the brothers started talking angrily again. "So you know her? Like you said, she was quite pretty. Although the other girls that Pahan took were much prettier." After these words, the older brother sensed something wrong. And in an instant Sohan killed the two of them, and then the older brother. After seeing Sohan take out the bandits, the shopkeeper came out to remove the bodies. "Catch up!" Sohan called. "What? You still don't recognize me?" After a closer look, Dogon recognized him. His childhood name was Zasonia. "Wow! You have changed so much. Where have you been all these years? You suddenly disappeared. We thought you were dead. Why did you leave without saying a word? How are you?" "I survived hell. My teachers stole me. They were interested in my immunity to poisons, so they experimented on me. You know, I've been better, have I? Anyway, I'm glad you're alive. The Dancing Sword School has been looking for you since you went missing. They never gave up hope. The search continued until the school was destroyed." "Ouch," Sohan asked with a sad face. "Dogon, were they telling the truth? The story about the destruction of the school?" "Yes, it's the pure truth," answered his old buddy. "I have to go now. I'll see you later." "Leaving already? It's late outside. Where are you going to spend the night?" "At the Moon Disc Pavilion," Sohan answered. "Are you crazy? The Bloody Whirlwind clan runs that place. Then I should go there all the more. They'll pay for what they did to my house." "Well, you can't do it alone. The clan is untouchable on the Western Dark Road." But Sohan calmed him down and said he could handle it. "Here's Sugar has already come to the Moon Disc Pavilion. Welcome. Perhaps you are looking for someone in particular?" The guards asked him. "I've heard that Choval, Yakrayan and Wonhue are quite decent." "Excuse me? None of the ladies go by those names. Judging by the fact that he doesn't know their names, they're not here? I'll just take the other girls if they're not here," said Sohan. "Please, go inside first. The performance promises to be interesting," the guards told him. The pavilion is best known for its Moon Disc dance group. Sohan didn't like the fact that this lousy establishment was trying to replicate the movements of the Dancing Sword School. He stared intently at the man standing on the balcony. It was the owner of the establishment. "Please stop looking at him like that. This man is the owner of this establishment. So please don't stare at him so openly. Sohan paid no attention to the servant and headed for the stairs to go up to the owner of the establishment. I have come to see the master of the place, said Sohan to the guards. Do you think anyone can meet him on his own accord? Seeing that some person wants to see the master owner, the captain of the Ghost Sword Squad approached the guards. He wants to see the owner? You must be in the Janes, enter home. However, if you wish to further inconvenience the Lord Owner, you will never return home again, said the squad captain. Why can't I see the owner of the pavilion? Sohan asked. Seeing that some kid wants to talk to him, the boss of the place said, there is no need to make a fuss. Let him come to me, since that's what he's here for. Send him to my room. The captain led Sohan to the room of the owner of the establishment. I don't know why you wanted to see me, but let's have a drink. As Sohan drank the wine, he sensed that it was poisoned. What do you think? Do you like it? Asked the owner. It's not bad. I'd like to drink more. Sohan answered. Do you know anything about wine? Here, have another drink. So why do you need me? Why are you here? Because I have business with you. But first, let's deal with something. How dare you poison the wine? How did you know that the wine was poisoned? Asked the owner. How could I not know if I tasted it? After saying that, he ordered the servants to come out. I hope you understand. It's not safe around here, I had to reassure myself. But don't worry. I'll give you the antidote if you behave yourself. I don't need your antidote, said Sohan. You don't? Stop fooling around. That kind of manner won't help you survive. After that, Sugar said, should I make my move now? And in an instant all the guards, the captain and the owner were poisoned. When did you have time to poison us? Asked the owner. Wait! Why would you do that? I haven't done anything wrong to you, but why are you doing this to me? Aren't you the one who tried to poison me? Anyone who dares poison me must pay for it. Am I wrong? Do you have any idea what will happen to you if you kill me? The clan won't let that happen. I belong to this clan, and so does this pavilion. Why don't you back off and we'll forget about this misunderstanding? What do you say? But Sohan didn't listen to him and continued. The School of the Dancing Crescent Sword. You haven't heard that name in a long time, have you? This school used to be here, long before the Moon Disc Pavilion came into existence. While Sohan was chatting with the owner of the establishment, the captain, who was still on his feet, wanted to kill him. He rushed at him from behind, but didn't even realize how he was thrown back. Looks like he's a martial arts master. I'm no match for him. Shit, one wrong move and I'm dead. When Sohan turned to the captain, the owner wanted to take this opportunity to kill him. But even so, Sohan did not let his guard down, and in one move finished off the owner of the establishment. From now on, the pavilion belongs to me. I hope you will help me take over the place peacefully, said Sohan to the captain. Will you spare me? That is up to you. You must obey me completely. However, I still remember how you attacked me in a sneak attack, so, eat the poison capsule. I must be sure of your loyalty. If I don't eat that poison capsule, he will kill me, so all I have to do is eat it. The Blood Vortex clan has no way to recreate an antidote to this poison, so I hope for your cooperation. Now, I hear there's an auction here, and the items needed somewhere to be stored, right? Warehouse, storage room, back room, cellar where the previous owner kept his stuff. So give me the keys to that place. The captain obediently gave him the keys. Excuse me, but how should I address you? You can call me master or head, said Sohan. Why are you lying around? Quickly remove this body. From now on, he's your new master. Sohan was already checking what things were in storage. The next morning. Sir, are you awake? Yes, come in. How long will it take the clan to know what happened here? About 2 or 3 days, said the captain. I got it, so 2 or 3 days. Gather everyone together and tell them. Anyone who wants to leave is free to go. No one is holding them. The captain was very surprised at these words. First they take over the pavilion, now they're letting everybody go? All those who leave pay 10 times their wages, said Sohun. But to pay such sums would require taking the clan's money. The clan keeps the money in different places, the pavilion is one of them. That's even better. If it's clan money, we should use it all the more. Pay them out 20-fold. By lunchtime, almost all the servants who worked in the Moon Disk Pavilion had packed up and left. Sohun ordered the women who worked there to be escorted out. Sir! As you asked, I told my boys to escort the women to safety. There's obviously a rat among these people who will report everything to Bloody Vortex. That's even better, Sohun replied. It looks like he's waiting for Bloodwind to come here. The captain thought. Sir, everything you do has something to do with the Dancing Sword School? I remembered your conversation with the Quiet Pavilion owner. I thought it had something to do with it. You're right. I grew up in that school. The bloody vortex of power took this place from the Dancing Sword. Then he ran a brothel here. That's the reason. I want revenge on the clan for what happened to my school. Master, do you have any allies? Asked the captain. No, I am all alone. The captain was shocked at this answer. He wants to fight an entire clan all by himself? I understand, he coped with me and the former master of the establishment. But to fight an entire organization? Damn lunatic! I don't think you can do it alone, said the captain to his master. I can't believe they took the West Dark Road while I was gone. They probably have a lot of resources. Master, you need something about the Bloody Whirlwind clan. They envy 4 brothels, 3 fighting halls. They also have 2 trade associations and 2 security organizations. The Bloody Vortex clan can mobilize at least several hundred fighters. I don't need to fight them all. I take out the leaders, and their organization disintegrates like a house of cards. That's how I got the pavilion. Disband the leaders? How does he see it? It looks like the only thing waiting for me next to him is death. I must get the antidote at all costs and try to escape. But can I? The captain thought to himself. Captain, Sohun called out to him. As soon as your men return, go with them. And take with you all the money you've been keeping here. But I ate the poison. If I don't take the antidote, I'll die. Oh, that's right, I remember. I forgot to tell you. If you don't take the antidote soon, you'll be dead. Sohun took out a box of capsules. The captain immediately took one and ate it, hoping it was the antidote. But Sohun said in surprise, do you even know what you just ate? You ate poison. I wanted to show you what real poison looks like. I gave you a vitamin earlier. You look like hell. You look like you've aged 40 years. Sir, please pour me a drink. Since I'm going to die of poison anyway, I want one last drink. And I'm staying with you. I have nothing to lose. I'd rather die from a blade than from poison. First they'll kill you, then they'll kill me. Either way, I'm finished. At least this way, I can watch you fight. Please, pour me another one. And I'm not 40, I'm only 24. Meanwhile, in the main building of the Bloody Whirlwind clan. What are you talking about? Some kid took over the whole pavilion by himself, said the leader of the Blood Swirl clan. That kid, one of the masters? It was reported that he used poison. The subordinate replied, Master, let me lead my squad Blade of the Wind and deal with her, said the captain of the Windblade squad. Good. Don't let me down. If there's anyone behind him, be sure to give them a hello from us. You got it, sir. The captain of the Windblade squadron has wanted this brothel for a long time. If all goes well, he'll get it. In the evening, Sohun strolled through the pavilion grounds with the captain. He's been nauseatingly serene these days. Any minute now, the clan could attack. How could he be so calm? Thought the captain. Hide! Sohun shouted, sensing something wrong. And indeed, the captain of the Windblade squad had already come with his men. They are considered brutal even by the standards of a bloody whirlwind. Apparently, they are headed for the pavilion. In that case, as the host of this establishment, I must show hospitality. "Let's go," said Sohan to the captain.